As promised, let's return to our main story. The former President Donald Trump standing trial in a criminal case in New York. So let's head back to New York. These are the pictures of Donald Trump leaving to actually go to that Manhattan court and then arriving. He's now inside the courthouse itself. Neda Tawfik is there, our correspondent. And Neda, just word from the court in the last few minutes that Donald Trump has lost a second bid to actually remove the judge in this case. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, that's right, Matthew. Before the trial gets formally underway, the judge said there were a few loose ends, as he called it, to address. One of those was, again, this last-ditched attempt once more by Donald Trump's lawyers to have the judge recuse himself. They claim that because his daughter works for a Democratic consulting firm and because he made comments about candidates and their use of social media, that he should not be allowed to preside over this trial. Well, the judge said that Donald Trump's team didn't provide any evidence of any conflict, just innuendo. And so he said that the matter was closed. He would not recuse himself and the trial would get underway. There was another kind of point where, Donald Trump did ask to be able to be absent from the court in May 17th. That is a date when his son will be graduating from high school. Remember, Matthew, because this is a criminal trial, Donald Trump is required to be here every day unless he gets permission from the judge to be absent. So, as I say there, a bit of kind of loose ends being tied up here at the courthouse. But Donald Trump is there. His campaign spokesperson is there. His two groups of attorneys representing him there in the courthouse, along with the Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and his team. So all key characters, parties in this case there, Matthew, and waiting for this trial to formally start.
Yes, it is such a moment we finally arrived at. All of those numerous attempts to get the case pushed back last week, all failing. So it's starting there today. We have reporters outside where you are. We have reporters inside. Just give us a sense of what the scene is like there. You're there. Just describe the feeling and the attention this is getting.
Yeah, well, Matthew, I mean, you can just imagine the world's media down here on both my right and left. There is a long line of press assembled. We are in a kind of a press pin that has been set up by the NYPD because all around us they have barricades set up to secure this area. Keep in mind, besides the NYPD, you also have the Secret Service on site here. Again, just underscoring how different this is from a normal trial taking place in New York. We have not only a former president, but the Republican presumptive nominee. And so security is extra tight here in Lower Manhattan. What we have seen is in the court, park right in front of me, right in front of the courthouse, a steady stream of very passionate pro and anti-Trump supporters have been turning up to voice how they feel about this trial.
Neda Tawfik, we'll be back to you later in the programme. Thanks very much for the latest.